Amendment by Stickland.
Chair recognizes Representative Stickland.
You got one last chance to pull it down. You can still pull it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the budget again. It's time for us to get rid of these ridiculous government programs that we have absolutely no business in doing. Members, this amendment seeks to defund the feral hog abatement program. You have all heard me discuss this waste of taxpayer money several times from the microphone, and now I'm making good on my promise to defund entirely this ridiculous program. Members, over the past decade, we have appropriated over $5 million to this program, and it has not worked, and it never will work. We talk about priorities, we talk about the proper role of government. Nowhere in our Constitution that we raise our right hand and swear an oath to does it mention anything about the feral hog abatement program, and that's why tonight we need to immediately pass this.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We'll shoot those hogs from helicopters.
We're doing that.
No, we're all getting drones.
Move passage, Mr. Speaker.
The following amendment to the amendment. The clerk read the amendment.
Amendment by Springer.
Chair recognizes Representative Springer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I have an amendment here because, you know, when I look at feral hogs, I know it's important to my district, and I understand Representative Stickland wants to cut the size of government, but cutting the size of government starts at home. What this amendment does is it strikes the language of feral hogs, and it eliminates B111 of TxDOT funding for the city of Bedford for $900,000. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I move passage.
Hold on, I got a point of order. It's dilatory.
Mr. Springer sends up an amendment to the amendment. Mr. Huberty, for what purpose?
Mr. Speaker, my desk mate and I have a question for you while we're waiting. Parliamentary inquiry, please.
State your inquiry.
Mr. Murphy and I were debating whether pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered, or hogs get fat and pigs get slaughtered. We're not sure. Can you ask them to deal with that when they're up there, please? Thank you.
Mr. Canales, for what purpose?
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to raise a point of order against Representative Huberty's coat.
Members, we're now in the amendment to the amendment. The following amendment to the amendment. The clerk read the amendment.
Amendment by Springer.
Chair recognizes Representative Springer.
Thank you, members. And Speaker, sorry about the delay in there, but we had a little bit of drafting error in the first one. Basically, this one still does the exact same thing. It restores the $900,000 of funding to save the children of rural Texas, all those who've hit cars, been damaged, the farmers, the ranchers that I hear from on a regular basis. When I do all my town halls, it says hogs are some of the biggest challenges we face in our rural way of life. And it is that important to put back. But I understand Representative Stickland wants to shrink the size of government. I asked him to pull his amendment down, and he did not. So with that, I am moving to have TxDOT funding in the city of Bedford reduced by the same $900,000 to achieve his goal of reducing the size of Texas government. With that, I move passage.
Point of order.
Bring your point of order down front.
Members, the point of order is withdrawn. We're on the Springer Amendment. Chair
Move passage.
recognizes Representative Springer.
Move adoption.
Is there anyone wishing to speak on, for, or against the amendment? Chair recognizes Representative.
Are you speaking against the amendment?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Yes, sir.
Representative Stickland speaking against the Springer amendment.
Well, members, here we are again. This is an amendment that I have filed for the previous 2 sessions. It's not a joke. It's not a joke in suburbia and Tarrant County. And we're about to vote on whether you think I have the right as a member to offer something that I care about. Because someone else has chosen to make a mockery of this system and play gotcha politics. It's funny until it happens to you. I ask that you oppose this, because once we cross this line as a body, when's it going to stop? It needs to stop right now, and I ask you to vote against the amendment, to the amendment.
Chair recognizes Representative Springer to close.
I close.
Members, the question is on the adoption of the amendment. Record vote. Clerk will ring the bell. The amendment to the amendment. Members all vote. Show Representative Zerwas voting aye, Representative Springer voting aye, Representative Isaac voting no. All vote, members. Show Representative Isaac voting no. All members voting. There being 99 ayes and 26 nays, the amendment is adopted. Representative Stickland, on, for, or against?
That's my question. Is there anyone wishing to speak on, for, or against the amendment? Okay, Representative Springer. Section 7, Rule 6. I withdraw the point.
Members, the amendment is withdrawn. Members, we're on page 223.